How's it going, Pokemon Pocket Monster Trainers? Today I'm going to be showing you some of the best cards you can get in each and every one of the packs in Pokemon Pocket TCG. And I'm going to be doing it in the sense that you bought a few cards, and what cards should you get in the next packs in order to fill out your decks. You know, I'm talking about in terms of power ranking. So if you're thinking that this is going to be a video about what cards look the best and what cards, what packs to pull from to get the rarest cards, this isn't for you. This is a video specifically on what packs to pull from in order to get the best cards for the Pokemon TCG metagame. So the first pack we're going to be looking at is Mewtwo. So Mewtwo presents a few cards. In my opinion, you should start by pulling Mewtwo packs, seeing what rare cards you get that would work well in decks, since it has so many cards that can be used in good decks, and then pulling from other packs based on what you need to fill out the decks you get from that Mewtwo box. Okay, let's start out with Big Dog Articuno. In my opinion, this is the best card in the game. You can build a nice 18 trainers, they call it, deck out of Articuno. That's literally just Articuno, 2 Articunos, and just 18 trainers, which is crazy. You can even sub in like an Aerodactyl and a Fossil if you want, in order to evolve into that Aerodactyl. But yeah, this guy does 80 damage plus 10 damage to all of your opponent's benched Pokemon. And honestly, he's really tanky, so you can like just have him out on like the first turn and just keep on adding energy to him, and you know, it'll be a game. Also super useful to add in any water decks, which we will be going over in a little bit. The big boss, Mewtwo himself. Dude, I hate going up against this guy, but I love hamming him in my hand. So Mewtwo is nice because you could throw 2 energy on him, which is pretty easy in the Psychic deck, as I'm going to show you in a second. And he's able to just deal 50 damage per turn. Bang, 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 bang. The one caveat is his health is 150, but it never feels like it's enough because people are always trying to push him off the field and, you know, kill him because, you know, he sucks to deal with. And the other worst thing about him is that he has 150 damage move Side Drive. It does cost 2 energy from him, discarding, but I'm going to show you right here. This is Gardevoir. Gardevoir and Mewtwo work really well together because you don't even need to have Gardevoir as your active Pokemon. Their ability, even if they're in bench, adds energy to Mewtwo, powering up that Mewtwo. So if you have Mewtwo adding in 1 energy per turn and Gardevoir, that means you can use that 150 damage Side Drive once per turn. Yeah. His move requires 4 energy, and 2 of them have to be different colors. So that's electric and water. So you really have to build your deck around Dragonite. It's like Protect the Queen, Protect the Castle type deck. Protect Dragonite until he gets to Draco Meteor. You know, so there's a few strategies around that. Some of them involve wheezing, coming out and just poisoning the enemy. Some of them involve, I believe, Frostmoth, which is a water type, inflicting sleep. And there's a couple others, but you can look that up in your own time. Underrated pick, Pidgeot. Like, I like throwing Pidgeot in whatever deck that he could fit in, you know, especially the Abra deck, or the one with Ekans. Anyway, Arbok Lock. So this card is so awesome because he basically works as Sabrina. His ability lets you switch your opponent's Pokemon on any one of their bench. Really awesome to put in a deck. It works well with Arbok because Arbok forces the card to stay and not switch out to benched, and Pidgey forces them to switch to something else. So you can pretty much control whatever Pokemon your opponent has on play, which is awesome. Okay, time to get into some more okay picks, not the best, not the worst. Cubone, he's pretty good. He can do 160 damage, but he can also do no damage. At the same time, 80 damage on average is a lot of damage on average, buddy. So, you know, you can check that out. It's also one of the promos you can get in the beginning of the game. I believe you choose the Mewtwo deck. Not a lot of people are playing Jinx, but Jinx is a really nice cheap card. A lot of cards that I just talked about require a lot of energy. Dragonite, Articuno. Jinx does extra damage, 20 extra damage for each energy attached. So if it has like, what, 2 energy attached, a Mewtwo just using his first move, that's what, 30, 50, 70. If it has 4 energy attached, say Dragonite, what, 70, 90, 110 damage, dude. Venusaur. I don't really play grass deck, so I don't know how good this is, but going up against him in solo mode is pretty messed up. His attack can heal himself. There's a lot of green cards that are able to heal, so maybe I think survivability is your best bet playing green decks. Giovanni. Right now, a lot of people play Giovanni because there aren't that many supporter cards in the game, and he's just something to fill out the deck, but I think he has a lot of utility. Like, there have been many times where I'm about to do 90 damage, say, with Pikachu, right, with three dudes in the back, and the dude has 100 HP. Throw down a Giovanni, they die instantly. And that's 10 extra damage for active Pokemon. Remember that, active Pokemon. If you use a Pokemon that can attack the bench, it doesn't do extra damage to them. And if you use a move, for example, that's like a coin flip, and you land like 3 heads, and it does 50 damage for each, like Zapdos or something, it only adds 10 damage to the first one of those coin flips. So keep that in mind. Same thing with Dragonite. If you use Giovanni on Dragonite, only one of the 50 damages you will do will be 60 damage. We're at Weezing now. As I told you earlier, Weezing's main thing is being able to poison people, and you don't even need to have him as active in order to poison people, so he's pretty awesome for that. Go get your Coughings, go get your Weezings. I don't even have a second Weezing, so I don't be using him, but I really want to. That pretty much caps off the stuff that I like in the Mewtwo pack. You know, let me know in the comments below if I missed anything. Now let's get the Charizard. When I started getting this game, my first account, I re-rolled one time. I opened almost all Charizard packs. I really wanted a nice Charizard. Got a new account, re-rolled. I only opened like 3 Charizard packs in my first like 2 days of playing, and in one of those I got the immersive. Well, beats me. Alright, let's start off with the legendary bird of this pack, Moltres, the fire, you know, legendary bird. And I think Moltres is kind of the most mid legendary bird in terms of utility, because he's not a very good attacker. He only does 70 damage with his 3 cost, which is the worst attack in all the legendary birds in my opinion. Yeah, it kind of stinks. But he is good as a meat shield and to generate energy for all your other fire types. Really good in the Blaine deck, pretty good in the Charizard deck. In my opinion, you really can't play fire decks without him. Unless you do play a fire deck without him, in which case, let me know how I'm wrong in the comments below. Here's Charizard, the cover card of the deck. In my opinion, this card's a little overrated because it takes a lot to get him out. And his first form, Charmander, he discards an energy in order to even attack, so it's kind of dumb to like level him up and get him to max energy. But I'm just not the best Charizard player. I haven't played him that many times, so maybe I'm just complaining. Also, he does the most damage in the game, 200 attack, no coin flip, which is really good, but he also discards 2 energy in order to do that, and there aren't any Gardevoirs in the fire archetype as of right now, other than Moltres. So, you can test him if you want to. I personally don't play him that much. I think he will get better in the future, though. As more fire support comes out, he will get really good relative to like other stuff, like electric types. Blaine is a really good deck type. You kind of build around this supporter card. If you play Blaines, you're gonna be playing like the cards that Blaine messes with. I'm gonna go over them all in a second. I think Rapidash is definitely the worst one, but it is better in terms of ability than Arcanine. He only takes like 1 energy, so you know that's like 70 damage if you use Blaine on that turn, 40 damage normally. It's not the best, but it's definitely serviceable. I see a lot of people playing Rapidash and Ninetales in the Blaine deck, and not too many people playing Arcanine, so you know. And the main weakness in this deck, in my opinion, is that the cards aren't that bulked up, and they are all weak to water type, which is like the current like one of the biggest decks in the game right now, especially Starmie. I mean, what is not to love about Starmie unless you're playing against Starmie? Oh my god, so easy to get out, does so much damage, has so much HP. This card is so meta. Starmie, Articuno, your deck is done. Just throw in a bunch of trainers. But yeah, all jokes aside, I think Starmie is possibly one of the best cards in the entire game, next to Articuno, making the water type really busted. One thing I really don't like about water type in this game though is how all the water type cards are split in between all the 3 different packs. Misty's and Pikachu, Starmie's and Charizard, Articuno's and Mewtwo. Why? Another great card in the water deck, Greninja. Get him out and just spam your ability. You can just have him bench. He'll do damage every single time you use it, every single turn, you know, and he can attack the bench Pokemon while he's in the bench. So literally he's like having a little pistol, a 6-shooter, pew pew pew, just kill them all. Kabutops, I don't play Kabutops just because I don't have him in like duplicates yet, but I heard he's really good. I think his ability is really good. You can get him in this pack. You know, you can like vampire suck life, so check him out. Genghis Khan. He's a really good meat shield. You know, throw him out. He's just a normal type. and his attack can do 60 damage for just 1 energy. Great stuff. This might not look like the best card when you're reading it, but I'm not gonna lie, this card has so much utility and has won me so many games. It's a lot stronger than Giovanni in my opinion, and I would prefer having 2 of this in almost every single deck I can play it in. I especially like it for the event right now. That Lapras, it has a 3 retreat. So just get the Lapras out, kill the Lapras as soon as you can before it gets enough energy to even attack. Then kill whichever one of your enemy's Pokemon you can, and you win the game instantly. Executor, this is one of the cards you can get in the beginning of the game by picking the Charizard pack. He's pretty good. He can do a lot of damage. Yeah, in my opinion, you could definitely build a green deck around him instead of Venusaur. Lilligant, pretty strong card. This is kind of like the Gardevoir for its own green archetype. However, it does not need to be benched. It needs to be active. So yeah, that's the one big downside to this card, but still, nice card to have out, nice card to generate energy with, and its pre-evolution is able to heal. So another great thing about that card. Now time for the Pikachu packs. These are the ones I messed with the most. Like my second 10-pack opening, I got the crown. Like I got the crown Pikachu, so dude, that's my account. So let's start off with Zapdos. I really like this card. Throw him in the back in the Pikachu deck, throw him in the front of his own Zapdos deck. He only does 20 damage with his Peck, but his other ability lets you flip 4 coins and deal 50 damage for each. That can be 200 damage, that can be 0 damage. I've gotten both before, and it's just a fun ability to use if you like coin flip. And also he is a pretty strong body on field too, stronger than Pikachu. And speaking of which, Pikachu, best card in the entire game, probably will be the best card in the entire game. I have him in Crown Rare, probably because I am a king, but regardless, he does so much damage. You can get him out and get out some other Pokemon that benched, and this guy will do 90 damage, 30 damage for each lightning type. That's a lot of damage, my friend. Against the water types, which are really good right now, that's even more damage, plus 20 more damage because that's a weakness. As for the water cards, they decide to force you to buy out of here if you want to make any water decks. They have Misty, which is a needed card for any water decks. It literally lets you fill up your water card with energy, and it's probably the best way to generate energy in the game right now. It almost feels like it's for free, but sometimes you just get that Tails first time and you just wasted your Misty. But it's whatever. Sometimes you get really lucky. Like there have been times where I got 8 heads. Now there's Blastoise. Blastoise is pretty cool too. I don't think he's that cool, but he can do a lot of damage. In my opinion though, he's a stage 3 when you can just go for Starmie or Articuno, which is a stage 2 and stage 1 respectively, and they do a lot of damage still. So yeah. This guy, I always forget his name, so I'm not even gonna say it, but he has a pretty cool ability. He lets you potentially put your opponents to sleep. Good stuff. I never had it used against me in a game, and I've never used it against me in a game, but I looked it up and it just looks like a really good card, so I'm just putting it in there. Arcanine. If you use Arcanine, what are you doing, bro? Not only do you hate yourself, but you're playing a Pokemon that hates itself. Like, bro literally hurts itself. That's emo. And I'm not gonna call myself emo, bro, but shit, if I was next to Arcanine, I couldn't call myself emo. Like, that guy's the legend. Anyway, bro, not only does he stink because of that, bro, but, I mean, what are you gonna do? Drink a potion every single turn to heal up your losses, bro? And he's an EX, like, you literally take 2 points off of, like, getting him killed, so I would never play him if I was you. Well, I didn't mean to make the video this long. I meant this to be, like, a 2-minute video, but whatever, I just kind of yapped. But anyway, I hope you guys found this content useful. I hope you guys, listened to my yapping and didn't think I was that annoying. And yeah, let me know if you should make more videos like this explaining my insight into the Pokemon Pocket Trading Card game. And yeah, like and subscribe if you want me to eat. Or don't.
Thanks for watching Pocket Monster Freaks. Like and subscribe so I can run for president in 2028.